Hello everybody. This is my first hungover video from Shanghai. This is mango juice. It's great. Just opened it now. Oh, the world is spinning. Okay, so shit, I meant to write everything down before I started this. Okay, let me go over things I did the past couple days. Yesterday I had my placement exam and I don't know anything. And that's fun. But it basically raped my mind, and it was very difficult. And I'm really glad it's over. So whatever I'm placed into, I'm placed into. But like one of the sentences was, "It's really cold today. I hope it's not cold tomorrow, and that it doesn't rain." And then like the last sentence I had to translate was, "The one-child policy really blah 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 blah," and something about elders. I was like, yeah, because I learned that. Yeah, so that was that. And then yesterday we went, I don't know if I talked about Changfeng Park. I think I did a little bit in my last video, but I'm way too lazy to actually go look and see if I talked about it. But I went there yesterday again, and like it happens when there's a bunch of students here, and it's been like the third day, but everyone's starting to form like their little groups of people with like similar interests that you like to hang out with. And mine just happens to be with this girl named Jen who goes to Penn State, and she's really nice. And then this girl named Nat, and this dude Mackie, and his roommate that I can't remember his name right now, but he's cool too. Horrible names. And then like a bunch of people we met out at the club last night, like Lizzie, also from the program, but I'll get to that later. So we went to the park, and Nat does hula hooping, like with like the LEDs in it, like with the whole body stuff, and she's really good at it. And we want to learn, and then like set up in the park and put like a hat down and try to get money for drinking, because it's expensive here. It's like a regular bar. It is absolutely ridiculous. So what did I do yesterday? Okay, went to the acrobatics show, and Jesus Christ, like I've never been so anxious in my entire life. It was insane. Like they did flips and like the trapeze and stuff, but they did like a bicycle thing where like these girls were like laying down in the bike where someone else was riding it, and 7 people on one bike, and like jumping on shoulders, and someone balancing on the head, and like doing this stuff, and like flips and shit, and like flipping off onto another person that's standing on top of the bike while someone else is driving it. Like, dude, that was insane. But the grand finale was like the greatest, because like there's this caged globe, and there are these motorcyclists, like I guess they're on like fancy little dirt bikes, and like you see one guy go around it, and you're like, that's not safe. There's no way that's safe. Like, please get out of there. You're gonna hurt yourself, dude. And then all of a sudden the latch opens, and they let another guy in, and then 2 of them are going around this like hamster ball whirlwind of sound and lights and stuff. And then you're like, oh, this can't get any crazier. And then all of a sudden, like, I'm at 2 right now, and then another guy comes in, and they're like, wee, 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 wee. And they like honk every time they're gonna switch like direction, so they don't run into each other and crash in a fiery ball of death. And then the door opens again, and another one comes in, and then when I think I can't handle it, another one goes in, and then before I know it, there are 8 people in this like tiny little cage ball going around in motorcycles. And okay, it was called Era, and I'm gonna try to find a clip of it that I can put on here so you guys can see it, but it was like absolutely fucking bonkers. It was so good. And like Roxanne, the entire time, like all the guys had like, their hair was, I don't know, it was like up here, and like I can't do it, I have long hair, but it was like swooshed back, and hairsprayed, and they were all wearing like kind of like bandagey clothing, like very able to move in, but everyone reminded me of Rufio from Hook, like absolutely every one of them. And we were sitting like, I'm pretty sure like the tickets were 80, 180, 380, and 580 Kwai. So I'm pretty sure we had the 80 ones, because we were like right next to the stage. It was kind of hard to see, but like, dude, it didn't even matter. We were so close. Like I could see them coming in like next to me, like walking past and stuff. And like, oh, and I saw the most romantic thing of my entire life. There was like a love scene between the dude and the girl, and they had the ribbons that hang down, and you like twist in them and stuff. And he was like, so romantic. yeah, I really need to find that because me talking about it is not doing it justice. So, yeah, we went to that, and I'll talk about going out in a minute after I discuss how, like, I knew that I was going to be stared at in China, like, just for being American. Like, I was ready for that. I was totally ready to handle that. But, like, I figure we're in Shanghai, so it's, like, full of foreigners. Like, plenty of people here. You think they see us all the time. And we went into this little restaurant yesterday, just randomly because we didn't know where to eat and we are trying to explore the city. And, like, literally no one speaks English, and we're trying to remember, like, the different meats and trying to read the menu. And I just remember xiaolongbao, which is these little dumplings. I think they're pork dumplings, and they come on this, like, little steamer pot thing, and they were really tasty. But before we even got to ordering, like, as soon as we came in and we were looking around, everybody came out of the back kitchen and was standing in the restaurant and was just, like, staring at us. And it, like, you couldn't do anything but, like, laugh at, like, how funny it was and just smile, and it was good. But the food was really good there. I find a lot of food here to be kind of greasy, like, and heavy, but some of the stuff is just delicious, and I could have it every day, like my bubble tea from Coco down the street. It's so wonderful. So yeah, after the circus, we decided to go out and for the first night, because I don't have to actually do anything until 3 o'clock today when I get my books. Thank the Lord. And I mean, every night I've been passing out at 8:30, and a lot of people have been going out and stuff. And this is like syllabus week for Penn State. So we went to this little chill place. We thought there was going to be hookah there and like an Indian atmosphere, but we got up and it was like this. We went to the French concession, and the French concession is very European in Shanghai, and it's a good place for food and clubs, and a lot of foreigners go there. But it was, like, really nice. The drinks were really expensive. It had an Energizer Bunny shot, which was vodka, Kahlua, and espresso, because I was, like, tired. And then we had some Long Island iced teas. Oh my god, ouch. Long Island iced teas. But then after that, there was, like, a club right next to it, and everyone has been talking about it. It was, like, this weird underground cave thing, tunnel, and, like, and you had to go in, and then, like, it was an underground, like, rave spot, basically. But they were closing at 2, which is... No, it wasn't even 1 and they were shutting down, which is completely bizarre for Shanghai, because everything closes at, like, 5 in the morning. So we heard that a bunch of other students from our program were at this place called Sky. We hopped in a cab, and we went there. And let me tell you something about the cab drivers. Like, they're infamous for ripping foreigners off. Like, if you tell them the address, and they know where it is, but sometimes they'll take back routes and, like, turn corners and stuff just to run the bill up. So we were trying to talk to them, and the little Chinese we knew, some people knew more than others, just to get our bill to go down a little bit. And in the beginning, like, I was quiet, but, like, by the time we were on the taxiway home, I was like, 我最喜欢上海，上海是一个很美丽的城市啊。司机 is like is the word for, like, driver. And I'm like, what did I ask him? I asked him, like, what his favorite food was, and, like, what he likes to eat here, and where he likes to go. We asked him if he likes to party and, like, do karaoke, and it's just, they're laughing at us, but I mean, what can you do? But Sky, the club we went to, was just bonkers. Like, all the dudes were wearing suits, like, all of them. Like, everyone was, like, dressed to a freaking T, and it was loud. It was really, really loud in there. And, like, not many people dance, really. And, like, I'm a huge dancer. But there was, like, a catwalk. And little bars, like, next to the... Not bars, like, little tables next to the catwalk. And then, like, a tiny little stage up by the DJ. And then, like, bars and, like, the VIP seating area. And the VIP seating area was filled with people sitting there having conversations next to the speakers. And I was, like, yelling to talk to people. But I was also yelling and dancing like a freaking maniac. And I smell like a box of cigarettes. And I possibly have some kind of substance, some drink spilled on me somewhere. But yeah, it was good. It was really good. I'm feeling awesome. Really wonderful. And we got in. The back gate closes at 2, but it reopens at 5, and we went back at 5, and we actually had KFC yesterday because we were trying to find a little place to get some drunk munchies, and the only place open, which is bizarre, was KFC. But it did the trick. It worked, and everyone's cool. And then I walked to my room, and I just like fell down and went to sleep. Yeah, this is probably one of the only nights I'm going to get absolutely out of my mind, because my classes start next weekend. It's just really expensive, and I mean, even if we do go to club, there's no cover. You just walk in, which is amazing, and like coat check is like really freaking cheap. And she wanted me to write my Chinese name down, or just my name down. I just wrote it in Chinese. She's like, "Yeah, good job." I'm like, "Thanks, I'm plastered, woohoo!" But yeah, so let me think. Is there anything else? I can't remember. Oh, we found out. Oh, I'll talk about school later. This is the morning after my excursion one, and it's way longer than the other ones that I posted. I know I have to be forgetting something. I'll think about it, and then I'll write it down if I remember. But if I don't, well, whatever. Okay, so ending super hungover post. Everyone have a wonderful day. I really love this city. It's baller. I love the city, and I love this city. I can see why people stayed like 2 semesters. I mean, I wouldn't stay 2 semesters because I would miss everyone too much, but like I can totally understand why people are just like, I haven't had enough of Shanghai. And I definitely see myself coming back here later in my life and going absolutely crazy. So, cheers to you guys. We shall chat later.